Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 10 of Let's Play Expeditions Vikings. In the last part, we were sorting out a issue in Reeb with the Halfdarsons and the Maldarsons. We've got loads of time. I mean, if we look at the, if we go to the map, not the right map, there is a way, where is it? One of these, there it is. We've got loads of time. So let's do this. Anyway, Paldi Maldarson. Palni leans against a wall, content to watch his brother toil. He's a slight man with a wiry bearing and a sharp glint in his eyes. His eyes snap to you during your approach. You get the impression that he is quickly forming a complete opinion about you, and it isn't flattering. Are you Palni? His nostrils flare and he rolls his eyes, having his shoulders in an exaggerated sigh. He pauses for a moment as though composing himself. An accurate rejoinder to your mundane inquiry would suggest affirmation. Holy shit, I would kill someone like this in real life if they were that twat. Are you using those big words to make me feel stupid? His eyebrows arch into a mask of sympathy. That your proclaimed lack of mental acuity should inform my excise of convoluted inflection is merely a baseless conjecture. Then succeeds that non-germane affection or procurate. Wow, this is words even big for me. Then to cease, though, that non-germane affection of procurationism and enunciate with brevity. A look of imaginative shock plays across his face. It takes him a moment to pick up his jaw and regain his composure. Well, did I stutter? He doesn't seem willing to look you in the eye for a few moments. When he does, it is with considerable respect. No, you made yourself clear. According to your father, the Halfdarsson stole a pig. An ugly sneer marks his thin face. It's not the first time they're taking something from us. His voice drips with bitterness. But they are wealthy and have powerful friends, so the truth is what they'll make of it. Tell me about the Halfdarsons. He taps his lip for a moment. They killed my brother, Asa, because he disagreed with the Jarl's appointment. He sighs wistfully, wearily. We didn't agree with his views either, but murder? They never paid for what they did either. I'm done here, apparently. Let's talk to you. Smar towers over you. The summit of his head is cropped and closely cut, and though there is obviously a great strength in his bulk, he carries himself in a pronounced slouch. He looms in deep-set eyes, squinting and acknowledging a rumble thumbs in your direction. Hello, Samar. I'm Sigmar. He nods, and corners of his wide mouth drag slowly upward. Hi. Samar's trunk-like arm falls to his side, still grasping the mallet he was using to hammer a new fence post into the mud. Your father said the Halfdarsons stole a pig, did they? His eyes dive toward his father, who seems to be watching you both from across the lot. Our pig. He straightens his back, and his voice rolls like a thunder across from an oncoming storm cloud. Halfdarsons are liars. What do you do? He looks at the mallet in his hand and smiles. Fix things for father, help little brother. Tell me about the Halfdarsons. His frown somehow deepens for a moment. You fear that his face might split into two under the weight of it. They killed my big brother. I'm sorry, Smar. He looks across the lot at Palni. Why do they want to take more? Let get back to work, Smar. So, yep, we're gonna learn like literally fuck all until we talk to Baldi, who's probably gonna have a lot more knowledge on this situation. Mostly because both the families are a bunch of idiots who can't fucking accept either one is right, could be right for even a second. So, this is one of those situations where you really need some of the middleman's opinion. Balder is busy sparing hay on a pitchfork as you approach. He's nearing the end of his prime years, with close-cut hair and a well-kept beard. He drives the pitchfork into the mud and leans on it. Yeah? Who are you? Sigmar, Thegn of Skjern. He raises an eyebrow, his mouth a thin line. No shit. I have questions for you. He sighs and nods at you. I expect you do. There's a fight. There's this fight about a pig. He clenches his teeth and looks away for a moment. They're at it again. Of course they are. He levels an even stare at you. Listen, the Halfdarsons might be up their own asses, but Mardul's bunch is looking for a fight. They have a dent in their honor and it's festering. That pig is an excuse to pick a fight. Tell me about the Halfdarsons. His deep-set eyes search your face for a moment. They run a good timbering outfit and have friends with clout, supporting the Jarl when the king appointed her. About the 13 winters past, there was trouble with Mardul's brother Asa. Halfdanar's brother was first thought to have killed him. Turned out he was home with a cold at the time of the murder. Most folk believe Halfdal's uncle was the real killer. Nothing ever came of it, though. Tell me the Mardalsons. He shook his head and sighed. Been in town for a while. Come in from Ars and Viborg. Good folk, mostly. Maldor's sons fell in with a bad crowd, though. Started trouble, killed one of the Jarl's soldiers. It didn't end well. Thanks. I'll let you get back to your work. Well, it looks like that the Maldalsons are just plainly looking for a fight and any reason. So we're going to go inform the Halfdalsons that they're in the right here. When I remember how to get back to them. You know, they're miles away. So let's talk to... No, you know, we'll come back to the market when we're ready. We'll go deal with that. We'll go deal with this first because it's at the front of my mind. Why did we get... Right. You know what? Not questioning it. The man before you has a robust and hale bearing of a farm, his crow's feet, and yep. What do you want? I'm ready to make my decision. Fleer tightens up. Halfner and Raving approach to hear your verdict. The pig is yours. Mardal has no claim. Relief softens Hero's features and smile spreads on his face. Glad to see you know the truth when you hear it. The returned patriarch claps your shoulder with a grin. As promised, I'll send you some of our supplies, surplus timber to Skjern. To be fair, I didn't realize I was getting extra timber out of this, but I made the right decision, definitely. I get free shit. Definitely the right decision. That's a good point. Do you sell timber, good sir? Where is it? No, I'm guessing you don't. Well, to the marketplace then. We'll go talk to Ida the Loud. Actually, no we won't. We'll talk to whoever's first. We'll talk to Ragnar Almason. A strong young man stands at the front of a small group of thralls, scanning the market crowds of customers. His eyes settle on you and he smiles. Ah, Hail Oxal, my good man. You have the bearing of a highborn. Are you in need of thralls for your homestead, perchance? You peddle thralls? As I said, are you looking to buy? Sure, I'll take a look. So we've got some thralls here. It will cost me 12 hide. Oh Jesus, I have no. Perhaps some other time. I don't have the money to pay for that. Ida the Loud. Reeb's town crier is an energetic young woman with a fiery red hair. Her sharp features are dotted with freckles and her smile spells mischief. Her trained voice carries easily across the din of the market. The Skald looks at you expectantly as you approach her. Good or not, Honourable Thane. What news lately? What's the news lately? Would have been well. What's the latest news? Thing. She winks cheekily. And what I've been shouting for hours: Frankish massacre in Saxony, merchant looking to hire warriors, Skjern raided by Northmen. Did I miss anything? Skjern was raided, you say? So say the reports from travellers along the road north. Northmen struck at night, but they say the beacons weren't lit. The people of Skjern fought back, defeated the raiders, and captured their leader. The thriving Northmen escaped on the ship. I was there. What you've heard is accurate, I would say. Good thing you escaped your life, then. If you're going back to Skjern, send my regards to the villagers. Tell me about the massacre. It's grim news. The Christians appear dead set on converting all the pagans to the worship of their god, or else killing them. Thousands who resist their missionaries are dying on the tips of Frankish spears. King Sigurd has sworn that he will stop the Christian expansion and has promised aid to all Saxon refugees. Rumours about the king may assemble the Ledgar army and sail south to discourage any Frankish incursions in Jutland. Someone's looking to hire warriors? Just towards the opposite side of the market. Aye, Yedar Yankerson stands over there with for the third day in a row, asking any and all armed passengers by for their assistance. If you're open to such work, I'm sure we'd love to tell you about it. Where might one find crew for a ship? He points off to the northwest towards the harbour. Over yonder is a longhouse used by Jarl Ragnar's herd. Sellsword is looking for hire, often train there with their warriors. People went missing in the marsh? She claps her hand to her mouth, eyes wide. Oh yes, I'm glad you were listening. Travellers in the marsh have been disappearing. Rumours of giants and lantern men have been beginning to spread. Jarl Ragnhild has offered a reward to anyone brave enough to investigate. Just taking in the sights. Skald spreads her arms and spins once around herself. Her cheer is almost too intense. Reeb is the beating heart of the West Coast. Remember to enjoy yourselves while you're here. So, that's very interesting. So, we need to go to... yeah, Ribes Hoskar's Longhouse. We need to go to here to get pick up some new characters, I think. I think I'm going to go talk to Ingmar Broadsoul. The man before you has the bearing of a warrior, though age and comfort seems to have softened his edges. His hair and beard are greying, and the fine clothes has squeezed into him. He has squeezed into suit him poorly. Yes, you must be the son of Gunmar. It is the nose that gives it away. That's an amusing remark coming from you. The crows around here should be grateful to your face for such a fine place to perch. For a moment, the man's smile turns rigid. Then he composes himself. I'd never leave you. Were you a friend of my father's? I am Ingmar Göringsson. I knew Gunmar. He was a fierce warrior, a friend, and he could hold his mead. I'm still here, but he fights and drinks with the Einhjar now. A smile tugs at his bearded face. Do me the honor of raising a horn of mead to his memory. My home is south of the marketplace. Tonight we drink and feast as new friends, I insist. As a friend of my father's friend of mine, we'll gladly visit and drink to his memory. So we'll do that afterwards when we leave here. A young boy stands before a stall packed with crates and baskets full of bent and broken metal, pelts rolled up and half-handedly stacked, and coils of hemp rope and horsehair string, and other pieces of unidentifiable junk. He beams when you come near, and casts a glance at his father in the back of the tent, who motions encouragingly in your direction. Highly esteemed warrior, welcome into our humble tent. My name is Gninfil. How may I serve you today? You sell hides and salvage? That's right. What before you if ribe if moth. Yeah, I ain't fucking reading that. No, you can bug off. The boy's father chuckles quietly from the back. Carpentry. Oh, even carpentry. Do you like to build things? I know how to hold a hammer. The child's father sneaks up behind him. I'm sure the Thegn of Skjern has much to worry about, son. Responsibilities like that don't leave much time for crafts. The boy's eyes grow wide. You're a Thegn? That's right. If you're looking for highly quality supplies, you'll find none better than what we offer. Let's see what you have then. You do have a lot of wood. We could give away all of our salvage. We can give away half our things and wood. Give away some more of our salvage to get some more things. Would that be everything? Perhaps some other time. Let's go and upgrade. We can make our thing into a folklore thing, or a market, or a folk moot rank, sorry. Or we could upgrade the moor to a sacrificial bog or a herbal glade. We cannot upgrade our blacksmith yet, or the palisades. Although we've already upgraded our power, I think it's time we game like food or something. Oh no. We'll get a palisade. And we'll use one of our Thanes to get it done. Right, let's go see the Trana near... No. A well-dressed woman in her mid-40s stands between two stalls. A pair of young men are loading sacks and baskets from one stall onto the cart. The trader greets you with a polite smile. Step right up, my good man. If you're looking for food or medicine, you've come to the right stall. What do you sell? She sweeps her arms in a wide arc encompassing both stalls. Everything you see here is for sale. We're well stocked with fresh herbs and preserved food. We also sell fresh meat from the surrounding farms, and if you seek a remedy for an illness or injury, we offer a modest selection of medicinal trinkets or tinctures. Show me your selection. So we have 44 rations. She has 1,000. We don't have a lot of herbs. So let's herbs. You know, well, let's get yeah. You know what? We'll just we'll leave it as is now because I can get all that stuff when I need to. So perhaps some other time. Yardar Yarkin Gagson. A portly man with receding hair, dressing several layers of fine furs, waves at you as you pass through the market. Honourable warrior, a moment of your time, please. Hayalo Kesal, Ociel. I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I see you travel with a retinue that marks you as a man of high standing. My name is Yada. I'm a merchant trading in ironwork from the east. I recently bought a horse near the docks and moved here hoping to establish trade routes to Frisia, perhaps even beyond. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. To my tremendous misfortune, having already purchased the house before coming here, it was a house, not horse, I arrived to find it occupied by rats. They're a fierce bunch, and I cannot take up residence in my house before they've been routed. I'd had to pay dearly to lodge with business acquaintances for the past 2 weeks, while I've attempted to resolve the situation. I've been met with a dismaying lack of support from the Jarl's men. You'd think the Jarl would be interested in getting rid of such vermin and restore order to her domain, but no. Very well, I don't see why I shouldn't aid you. A few rodents won't pose a problem. Yada's sigh of relief billows from his lips as a plume of steam in the frosty air. Thank you, magnanimous warrior. I implore you to return to where my house is cleared. Return here when my house is cleared of the rats and it's safe for you to move in. I'll be waiting here. I'll be waiting with bated breath. That's everything to do here. So let's have a look at the quest. So the frail one is what I want to do at the moment. So let's get that done. The problem is I don't see the specific building it's meant to be. So let's have a quick look this way. We'll do what we can. That's not a very good house. I mean, there's lacking of a roof for one. There's a temple. That could be it. Something tells me it's not, but I'm going to hope anyway. Let's go in there. I didn't mean to knock my mic there. My apologies. One day, that'll be what we're doing. Burning, looting, and killing. Because why not? That's not the right woman. The Gyda is young, not much older than you. Her blonde hair is elaborately braided and her brightly coloured dress embroidered with complex religious patterns. She greets you with a polite but distant smile and a strangely breathy voice. Welcome in. My name is Svana. I am Gyda here at the temple. Is this your first time visiting? Yes, I've never had an occasion to enter this house before. Well, we're honoured to host you. Have you come to petition the gods? I need medicine for a sick friend. She nods politely, looking through you as her mind is somewhere else. We're always happy to help. Please describe the illness. She has a deep, awful cough and a fever. She's been bedridden for many weeks. Can you help her? The Gyda maintains her vacant stare. Yes, I hope. But I need mouldy bark from the tall troll tree. Where does this tree stand? In the marsh to the southeast. Look for the patches of yellow-green mould on its trunk. If you bring me that bark, I will use it to make a cure for you. I'd like to make an offering. She opens her arms in gesture that encompass the 2 shrines at the side of the room. We have shrines to Odin, Thor, and Freya here, but I'm happy to accept offering for Isia or Vanir you wish to appease. Your offering will be stored in the temple until the spring blot, where it will be added to the sacrifice. Of course, it's best if you attend the blot yourself. I must think on this. I may return. So, we need to go to the marsh now. So we'll finish our business in Reeb, or Ribe, however you want to say it, and then we'll make our way to the marsh. May as well make sure we've finished everywhere. I don't like leaving something not done. That's very just not fun of me. So we'll make sure we get everything done, and then we'll move on. It does take a while to load to Reeb, though. So, kill the rats is probably the most important then. Yeah, we'll do kill the rats, then we'll do a motley herd. Where is his house? There it is.